They're still trying to deal with all of this. It's just been, obviously we have rain here, but that tornado comes in and just rips apart everything in its path. And
a lot of the storms we've had, they just kind of redevelop over the central U.S. Then they pick up some of that humidity from the Gulf.
So they're connected?
Exactly. Yeah, that storm track, bringing them all the way across to the East Coast.
Wow.
Yeah, so these storms that we've been facing get like a whole new life as they travel across the map. And back here, we are not done yet. So don't let your guard down this weekend. We still are looking at the potential here for more issues because of all the rainfall we've seen. Now, I did want to show you on Storm Ranger, our mobile Doppler radar, the worst of the storm we had today is now moving off towards the east. I still have some areas of moderate, a few heavier pockets right now over Los Gatos. That's going to be continuing to the north and the east, keeping it wet here in San Jose into 551. Milpitas, some of those stronger storms into 604 tonight. But of course, the big focus I really want to turn to now is what's on the way the next couple of days. I really think the stronger storm out of these two is coming for tomorrow. And look at this, just in case you haven't seen this. Since December 27th, when all of this started, we have now had tomorrow what will be our 10th storm system. And by next Monday, we're into our 11th. We've gone some years where we've had 2 years in total, and we haven't picked up this many storms. So it's historic on so many levels. So let's go ahead and get you into that storm system for tomorrow. And here's the deal. 3 o'clock in the morning, we got some light to moderate rainfall, but then things are going to pick up and in a big way. You can see at 5 a.m. those heavy downpours over the North Bay, also starting in San Francisco, Santa Cruz Mountains. The chance here of some embedded thunderstorms that would bring some lightning, hail, wind gusts of 20 to 50. So early on, we could see more power outages and trees coming down because it's going to be about a 2-hour event of the extremely heavy rainfall. You'll see it right here through 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, just kind of lingering here across the Bay Area. Then it should kick out of here, we think, by about 10 o'clock for most of us. And then as we head through the afternoon, just some spotty rain chances. So if you're headed out to the 49ers game down here in the South Bay, I think it's an okay start with the chance here of some scattered rain. But if that game goes longer, we're going to be getting into some thunderstorms that we, of course, are going to be watching out for. And for the rest of the Bay Area, again, these thunderstorms could bring some heavier downpours tomorrow afternoon that we'll see continue the chance at least into 10 p.m. tomorrow night. So rainfall totals on this do look like a much larger hit than what we went through today. I think the greater Bay Area is good for about 1 to 2 inches. The way things are panning out right now, Santa Cruz Mountains 2 to 3 inches. Also some of the mountains in the North Bay 2 to 3. And that's where we could get into some of these isolated street flooding issues. So just stay alert as we head through tomorrow's forecast with more of that rain. The wind, I wish we weren't getting this wind, but as we mentioned, it's coming in. 6 o'clock in the morning, look at this magenta color coastline, some of the mountains in the North Bay and the East Bay. We're talking about winds of 50+ miles per hour around 6 a.m. tomorrow. Lower elevations anywhere from 20 to 40 will hang on to these real gusty winds until about 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I think as we head through the afternoon, it should get a little bit better here for us, but still some on and off gusts continuing in the forecast. The Russian River in Guerneville is going to go up to 29 feet tomorrow, and then it looks like our final crest of the river on Sunday, 34 feet. Flood stage is at 32. So you know where that water is right now. Just be prepared for it to go up a little bit more. Again, if you're headed out to the 49ers game, did want to get this in here. Temperatures in the 50s with that scattered rain chance and isolated thunderstorms. So bring that poncho if you're going out to that playoffs game. On the 7-day forecast, you'll see a spotty thunderstorm chance on Sunday. The 11th storm and the final one on Monday, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. Then the trend starts to change. By next Tuesday and Wednesday, something to smile about here. We got some dry weather coming in, and boy, do we need it. Spotty chance of a shower next Thursday. And look at this next Friday. I'm calling it the sunniest weather we have seen in 4 weeks. Going to be moving on in as we hit next Friday's forecast. You're going to need to find the sunglasses, and you can toss the umbrella in the back seat at least for now. So get over the weekend, and better days ahead for us.
Yeah, HR departments are going to be watching us like hawks on that Friday, right?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you here? All right, thank you, John.
You got it.